moment. I'm just waiting for the cue. We're ready? Is that good? That means we're set?
Well, we're going to show you how to switch to Ultimate Health today.
Right this way,
isn't that
sir?
exciting?
Yes, it is.
Switching to Ultimate Health. Welcome to Kauai.
Let's introduce ourselves. This, of course, is Dave Firaza. I'm Phil Hirsch.
Dr. Phil.
Sometimes known as Dr. Phil. That's right. So, you know,
For a couple days anyway.
For a couple of days at the very most. All right. Okay, you know what that means?
Switch to better health.
That's right. That music means that we're going to talk about maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
Yep.
Something we've been doing for a very long time, or at least try to. Now, there are three aspects of good living that we need. The first one, of course, is eating well. I hope we all eat well, correct? The second would be sleeping well. Sir, if you want to come a little closer, we don't mind. Seriously, you can get a bird's eye view. We will not pick on you, we promise. See the guy there with the polo shirt? We're going to pick on him.
No,
okay?
we're not going to pick on anybody.
I know, we're just kidding. So we're talking about eating and sleeping are very important, but the third aspect, which is
going to the bathroom.
Going to the bathroom,
regularly.
That's just as important as eating or sleeping.
Yes,
that's
very
assuming
important.
the position, of
Very
course.
important.
Defecation. So, folks, some people may find defecation kind of funny, or toilet humor, if you will. But the truth is, it's really not a laughing matter, because half of the population over the age of 50 have some kind of an anal or rectal disease.
In the U.S.
In the U.S., that is a big problem. So, I mean, I don't have to worry, thankfully, because everything comes out in the end okay.
Yep, and 8 out of 10 people suffer with either irregularity or hemorrhoids, and we're going to show you how to improve that with a bidet. Also, how toilet paper can make certain conditions worse.
Exactly.
So let's get to it.
By the way, you know what the term is for irregularity in German? Far from pooping.
Okay, here's your bathroom routine.
Yes.
Typical germs that we're now aware of in our bathrooms. On our hands, 60,000. Average number of germs in our mouth, 100,000. And in the anal area,
you're not going to believe this, folks. It's between 1 million to 1 billion germs within the anus. We did not count.
Now,
I promise.
One of the problems is toilet paper is used, and that spreads bacteria around. It can spread problems. Also, let me see that again, the toilet paper.
Yes.
They also use whiteners and bleaches in toilet paper to get it to be white most of the time. So that's not good for you.
Definitely not.
You can also not get it possibly as clean as you want to get.
With good
I know
reason.
you're laughing at the animation, aren't you?
I know. It's they're cute.
They want to see that one again.
Yeah, I know. It looks like little Star Wars figures.
All right.
There we go.
Let's talk about symptoms now that we skipped that other part.
Absolutely. Anal fissures, very, very painful, folks. Pruritus ana, which of course is itching. Hemorrhoids. Former President Jimmy Carter was a hemorrhoid sufferer.
And toilet paper makes all these things worse.
Right. Bleeding, anal fistula, swollen anus, and of course rectal prolapse, which leaves pus on the undergarment. Not very pleasant indeed.
Yep, and there's residue that you can never completely get get clean from.
Or as they say in politics, presidue. Not to mention
pregnant women have a hard time wiping themselves. Children have a hard time wiping themselves.
The elderly,
senior citizens,
and anyone who is heavy set.
Obese people.
The Michelin Man, notably.
Yes, but so also a bidet will help anyone who's had surgery. Yep. Amputees, people with major back problems, severe back pain, arthritis, people with Parkinson's disease. All kinds of people can be aided by the
sciatica too.
Bidet.
For those that ever had that.
All right, let's talk about some of the features of Kauai's bidet. Starting with a very convenient one. If you live in a cold climate, especially, and that is the heated toilet seat.
Absolutely.
Now, I live up in Wisconsin, Green Bay, Lambeau Field. This is the frozen tundra. This is the bathroom at the frozen tundra.
Freezing.
So Kauai's got a beautiful heated toilet seat that heats up to body temperature, 98.6 degrees. And Dr. Phil's going to show you that seat a little closer.
I sure will. I'm going to explain to you the technology. This is fascinating. Now, here's what's great. First of all, this is safe temperature. So you're not going to burn yourself while seated on your bidet. There's nothing worse than burning your buns, unless, of course, you're grilling burgers.
No toasty buns.
That's right. So with inside the Kauai bidet toilet seat, we have a heating line or heating element. This literally takes maybe 10 to 20 seconds to warm up. That's not a long time. Here's the best part. There are 3 different settings. So if you don't want it set up at 98.6, you can perhaps moderate it for those that warm up rather easily. So again, this is great. Better than sitting on a cold toilet seat. Hey, speaking of the 3 different temperature settings, let's talk about the water, Dave.
All right, well, the water can be heated to your liking. 3 different temperatures of the water, too. And this is your typical conventional bidet, generic brand. It takes 5 to 6 minutes to heat up that water. With Kauai, 1.3 seconds.
That's right.
It's basically like, in layman's terms, regular coffee versus espresso cappuccino.
Or
really fast and hot. Tell them how that works.
I sure will, Dave. First and foremost, this right here is our heating system. So within the ceramic heater, we have these special metal coils made of a special material, which is called tungsten. Okay, so tungsten heats up rather fast. In fact, we're talking very hot temperatures here, folks. 1,500 degrees Celsius or 600 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on where you're from. Being Canadian, I can say that, eh?
That's pretty fast, eh?
There's no doubt.
Pretty hot too, eh?
For sure. So basically, it only takes a mere 1.3 seconds for this to warm up, because since the temperature is so hot, it regulates it. Again, we have 3 different settings for it too. Now think about it. You're sitting on your bidet and you're cleaning out the back area or the frontal area. Wouldn't you rather use warmer to hot water?
Yes.
It's going to be far more effective in terms of getting rid of germs too.
Yes.
So this is really a great issue. Also, we're going to talk about the size of the water, the amount of water that actually that sprays, which
the
is
wide
also
sprays. There's 3 settings on the spray also, and another great feature: stainless steel twin nozzles, which are right in this display here. The same material that a doctor or dentist will use.
Yep.
Now, your typical single nozzle generic brand bidet, there's only one, usually a hard plastic material that comes out, and it sprays in the same place.
Right.
Right? Kowei twin nozzles, they're stainless steel. For women, it can not only clean the rear, but there's another one that cleans the front. There's 2 different ones right here that he'll show you. Very helpful for feminine hygiene.
Dave, I think she suffered from a case of deja vu. But anyways, I digress. So again, feminine hygiene is very important here. We just spoke about that. You're exactly it. So again, because of these nozzles, it's not stationary. So meaning is, you can actually sit in one area. You don't have to constantly move back and forth to try and get clean. So this is